have already opened an EViews file and I'm going to create a new EViews work file. I'll select unstructured or undated work file structure and I'll write a number here, which is 2308. This number means I have 2308 observations. Now I will click on OK, and there you go. Sorry for that. Now I am going to run a regression. To run a regression, I have to open a file of data. Now I'll click on the file and import from file, and this will go to my desktop. Select on desktop and I will select the file. This will show this dialog box, and I'm going to click on the next. Here in the header type, I will select name in the first line, and I'll click on the next. So it will show something like this. I'll click on the next, finish. I'll click on yes. It asks link imported series and alpha object to external source. So I'll click on yes. And here we can see all the variables here. So I will introduce you with my variables. This is my data set, which is I have 2308 observations, including the heading. So I'll show you my data. Okay, so this blue cell represents the dependent variable and this green cells represent independent variables. So I have selected the dependent variable as stock return, and I have highlighted this with blue, and I have independent variables xyz1, xyz2, 3, 4 and 5. So these are the independent variables and stock return is the dependent variables. Now we will see what impact does the independent variable have on the dependent variable stock return with the help of regression analysis. So let's move on to our regression analysis. We will click on quick and estimate equation. We will have to write an equation here. The equation of simple regression is y is equal to c1 plus c2 into x. Well, I will simplify the equation, but first let me write the whole equation here. First we will write the dependent variable, which is stock return. So we will write the stock return here. Here we can select the stock return and we will click on the space, and we have to write a constant which is represented by c. So I will write a c, small letter c, and I will click on space. Now I will write the independent variables here. So my first independent variable is x, y, z 1. I can select it right here, space x, y, z 2, space x, y, z 3. I'm selecting from here, space x, y, z 4, and finally x, y, z 5. So this is the least square, which is the simplest form of regression. So we will click on OK. The sample size is 1 to 2308. It means from 1 to 2308. We will simply click on OK, and here's the result. We can see dependent variable stock return here, and sample adjusted 2307, and after the adjustment 2300, which means I had 7 cells blank. If you have blank cells, it will automatically adjust in the regression. So here we can see the constant and the independent variables x, y, z, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the coefficients. These are the coefficients, and our r square is 0.61, which is 61.66%, and adjusted r square is 61.58%. This is the number of probabilities. The probabilities indicates if the probability is less than 5%, the variable is significant. So we can see there is only 1, 2, 3. 3 variables which is less than 5%, including the constant. We will not consider the constant. We can only see the xyz4 and xyz5 variables are significant in this context, which means with 1% increase in this variable xyz4, the dependent variable stock return will increase by 20%, which is written here 0.20, 20.93%, and with 1% increase in this variable xyz5, the stock return will increase by 67.59%. So this is the result of regression. R square is 61.66%, adjusted R square is 61.58%, which is quite high, and it is good to explain this model. The probability of F statistic is 0.00, which means this model is perfectly fine, and we can explain this model. This model has the highest level of precision, indicating the F statistic of probability 0.00. If it is less than 0.05, which means the 5%, then the model is fit. So that's all for regression analysis. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Thank you.